These groups are non-negotiable. In real life, you don't get to choose who you work with. Sometimes you work with complete strangers. Other times you work with people who don't know what the fuck they're doing. Even more other times you work with people you can't stand. The point is, no one cares who you work with. You just do your assignment or you're fired. Do not look in those envelopes until you set up your shot. I'll know if you do. Deadline is 1:15 p.m. At that point, I expect all of you in the control room with your rough cuts uploaded and ready for viewing. Did I stutter? It's 1:15 p.m. Move it. Let's go. Do it. Go. Scatter. Let's go. Go. Go.
I mean, this is crazy. What is the point of shooting outside for a studio class? You know, if you want to know everything in the industry, you gotta be perfect about everything. Have you seen my thermos?
She loves that thing.
Yeah, assuming she's capable of love.
I think that she swiped it from the set of a show she worked on when it went off the air. It reminds her of the good times.
For someone who spends 89% of their time on Tumblr, that's a pretty weak theory.
You're right. The thermos is actually a gift from Betty White after Parker showed her a good time in Vegas.
Again, assuming she's capable of love. What's in the envelope?
We're not supposed to open it until we're literally ready to roll. I just want to follow Parker's rules.
We're as ready as we'll ever be.
Unbelievable.
What?
She's messing with us.
Who, the professor who gave the writers the outdoor scene with light meters and whatever the hell this thing is?
So glad that it's you I get to do this with.
Oh, were we being sarcastic now? Because if you want to do this by yourself, I could just leave you. You know, return the favor.
You want to know what it says? Read it yourself.
Make a 3-minute montage scene about college relationships. Maybe we could end it with a phone call.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I'll take the F.
Like hell you will. We've worked together before. All we have to do is get a few good shots and then call it a day.
If it means taking an F or spending 3 more minutes with you, I'll take the F.
Hello? Okay, I'm not crazy
We're gonna
about
shoot
this.
those turtles swimming through the pond.
And that relates to relationships how?
That turtle over there represents a vulnerable boy. A man, really, hiding behind a rough, leathery exterior. And you see that bitchy little frog over there on that lily pad? That frog represents the mean, shallow girl who broke his heart. It's all coming together. I mean, that turtle and that frog are just marinating in a pool of his own shit and algae. Throw in a couple koi fish, add in a Morrissey soundtrack, and boom! You have my life story. A story of redemption. A solitary man finds his strength. It's perfect.
It's literally the worst idea I've ever heard you come up with.
Well, if we only shoot my thing or we shoot nothing.
I am not gonna make your self-indulgent 500 Days of Summer breakup story about how I'm the bad guy and you are the sad, pathetic victim.
Oh, yeah.
Give me the camera.
You can pry it from my cold, dead hands.
That can be arranged.
You want this thing? This thing is older than our country. Why would
Give
you
it
want
to
this?
me. Don't, are you seriously tickling me?
Yeah, who's being immature?
Still you, John Cusack. Too bad that camera doesn't have the same rough exterior as your precious turtles. Huh, Ben?
Too soon!
You're uncooperative, you fight, and you break things. You're slipping more and more each week. What are you going to do about it?
What do you mean, what am I gonna do about it? Look, I know I've been distracted, but
Distracted doesn't begin to describe it. Look, I know you and Cate have problems, but this is not just affecting you, it's affecting everybody else. Theo's pouty, Sam and Dave are uncooperative, and those 3 other kids wear the same clothes every day.
Well, they've always done that.
It's making you all unproductive. Look, Williams, you guys broke up. Move on. This is television.
I'm trying.
And failing. You're jeopardizing your grades and the rest of the class, and the studio equipment.
That was an accident.
That was your inability to separate your personal life from your work.
Okay, look, I said I was sorry. I will do whatever it takes to make this right.
Oh, you will. I'm not worried about that.
So why am I in here?
For a production to run smooth, okay? There can't be any weak links.
Are you saying I'm a weak link?
Well, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Dave cut you from the production.
Yeah, but Dave is my...
He's a producer, okay? And he has to do what's going to benefit his production. If it was my call, I'd have dropped you already. Want to know why you're here? You're here because you need to think for yourself, okay? I once had a partner who lost his drive, and I wasted so much time trying to pull him out of the water. And then I realized if I'm going to try to save him, he's going to take me down with him. So you have to think to yourself, do you want to stand up on your own, or do you want to let your team drown trying to pull you out of the water?
I think that...
Don't answer now. Think about it. Somewhere else. By yourself. Alone.